Hi guys, and welcome back to our FIFA 18 Rebuilding Sunderland career mode, and today we've just got a really short episode and it's something that I think will be quite fun to do. So in the last episode I asked you guys what you think we should do with the tiny transfer budget that we have, because we do only have about 2 million in the bank at the minute and our squad is looking pretty sound. We're pretty covered in every single position and I don't really think we should just spend 2 million for the sake of it on a player that we're not going to use. So what a lot of you guys did come up with was to try and find a good pre-contract player for next season. So I scoured the globe for every single or the majority of the pre-contracts that are available at the moment, and there were absolutely loads, and I mean loads, but there was only a handful of players that I would really genuinely want to go for. Now bear in mind, the ones that I have sort of shortened it down to, they are pretty unrealistic, but in the sense of how things are going this season, it's not too unrealistic because we're currently second in the league, and if we end up finishing in the top 4, then a big signing wouldn't be as unrealistic, if you know what I mean. We'd be in the Champions League and it'd start us off on a really good step. So to the list I have drawn up. So this is the list that I have drawn up: De Gea, Courtois, Vidal, Koke and Martial. All of them are pretty unrealistic, but the rest of them, they were okay. Like, there was the likes of Rooney, but he was 78 rated at the minute, I think, and he's going down rapidly. There were a couple of others like Kalu and players like that as well, but they were also rated like 76 now, so it wouldn't really make too much sense. So there were some big names there, but just players that have decreased massively since the start of FIFA 18. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run through these players, tell you why I think we should get them or maybe why we shouldn't, or the negatives and stuff like that. And then I'm going to leave a poll in the corner and you can decide who we get. And then the first thing I'll do at the beginning of the next episode is go for the player that you guys have chosen. And there's also a good chance that one of these players or the players that you guys end up choosing end up not wanting to come to us. So what I'll do then is go to whichever one was voted second. If the same happens again, I'll go to third, etc. You know what I mean? So first on the list we have David De Gea, who I think is pretty much the best goalkeeper in the game at this point. There really isn't too many negatives I could say about him. Bar the wages, there's a decent chance that we might not even be able to get him because it says that he'd want between 165k and 260k, and our wage budget might not accommodate that. It might be really, really tight to go for. And next up is Courtois, someone who I really, really like personally, and someone who I've purchased several times in previous career modes because he is only young, and we probably could accommodate his wage as well. I know you're thinking, but you already have Leno, you already have a world-class goalkeeper. I get that. But what we'd probably do if we did get any of the goalkeepers is sell Leno, and we could get 37 million from him, because I think that is what he's worth now. Or push it up a bit more, we could end up getting 45 million, which would add to the transfer budget. And especially if we do get to Champions League next season, that would be an incredible budget to work with, and then we can really make a solid effort in the Champions League, again, if we do get there. Next up is Arturo Vidal, another player I absolutely love, and his wage isn't too bad considering how good he is. He is 31, so his stats will decrease quite quickly in the next season when and if we do get him. But again, he is an absolute world-class player and he'd be a player I would love to see at the club. Koke is an absolutely excellent player who I, again, really, really like him. Pace-wise, he's not great. Strength-wise, he's not great. But his vision and his passing is absolutely insane. After checking, I'm pretty sure his stats passing wise were all around the 90s. His passing, short passing, long passing, his vision, everything was around the 90s. And last but not least is Anthony Martial, an absolute career mode favourite if you ask me. There's not much I can say about him. His wage is the lowest out of the bunch that we've got here. He's only 23, so he would quickly become a star signing anyway. And with Sinclair getting a little bit older now, I think he's just turned 30, what a replacement that would be. And with Martial, it makes a little bit of sense because with Manchester United in real life, he's almost as a rotation role when, me personally, I think he's one of United's best players. So if we did get into the Champions League, it would make sense that he wants to go to another Champions League club, someone who would build in a team, and we could build a team around him. So I think he'd be a good option as well. So all 5 players here have a good shout for me to go for, but it's completely up to you. Again, I'm going to leave a poll in the corner here, which I want you to click on now, choose which player you want me to go for, and I will do that right at the beginning of the next episode. So that will be it for now. Get voting. I'm going to be uploading tomorrow as well, so you pretty much have 24 hours before I start recording the next episode. So get voting ASAP, and then hopefully the player that you've picked will be coming to Sunderland. So if you did enjoy this video, hit the like button, subscribe to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army, and of course to keep up to date with future videos. Follow my Instagram, which is in the description down below. But for now, you take care and stay jammy.